Okay. Well, let's. The judge is a busy man.
I know.
We're using up his time here on a Wednesday morning, so let's bring on County Judge Executive Michael Mueller. How are you, sir?
I am doing well. How are you all doing this morning?
Awesome.
We're great.
We're good.
Welcome to our spooky atmosphere.
Yeah,
here.
I know. It looks good. It looks good. Somebody's put some work into it.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed.
How are things over at the fiscal court?
Roses and rainbows every day.
Every
Harvey.
day. Unicorns too?
Yeah, unicorns too. Only on Fridays. But, things are good. Proud of the team at the fiscal court, and we're busy. We have a lot of things going on in the community, a lot of positive things, and it's good to see. Government takes a while to get things going.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different than
but
private
sometimes
sector.
they kind of come in waves once you kind of built all that stuff up.
That's
right?
exactly right. And I think that's kind of where we are right now in this fall. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening, and I think people are going to be happy.
Are ribbon cuttings your favorite events that you do, or second favorite?
Second, next to a groundbreaking. Putting the shovels in the ground, and then working through the whole project.
Right,
so
right.
So it's good. But the ribbon cutting was an amazing thing. We had one yesterday at the road department there. Mm-hmm. Couldn't be happier with the facility that we built for the road department. They are the backbone of county government. They're called to out in the storms, keep the roads clean and salt. And so there's a picture. I believe almost all the magistrates were able to be there. Our treasurer, PVA, Parks Department, House Representative Dan Pfister, Bobby Pelosi with OHM, who worked on that project. One of Codell's, our manager of the project there, Kevin was there, and then we even brought John Mitchell back, our previous road super. It was interesting talking to him because he said the building that we replaced was from like 1958. That's the garage they've been working out of this whole time. And I said, John, how long has this conversation been going on as far as needing to build a new facility?
Yeah.
And he said many years ago, he said Ted Collins, when he was county judge executive, was taught it was a need then.
Yeah.
So it's really good that this court saw it through. And we started discussions on the last court, didn't really go anywhere. And then we kind of redefined some things and came in under budget, so we're extremely proud of that.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on getting that to the finish line. I'm sure those folks are super excited.
Team effort, yeah. It's a beautiful facility down there, and everything's new. And just a couple weeks ago, we ended up painting the administrative offices down there, so it all matches now, and it's a very nice facility.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, we've been talking about it getting chilly outside. But some people still like to swim when it gets cold.
Yes, so, including my wife and grandmother and everybody,
So here we are looking at, the options for the indoor pool. So what's the update?
So right now, as I think everybody realizes, that we did a joint meeting, probably the first time it was ever held between the school systems, the city and the county. We had a joint meeting together a couple weeks ago, and we all agreed and voted unanimously to work on this together. So the idea is that we are going to hopefully build an indoor pool facility and then also a wellness center next to it. So our Deputy Judge Jack Kennedy has been working on the RFP. We're hopefully going to be buttoning that up maybe next week. And then we'll get the RFP out. It will probably be out for 21, 30 days or so. And so the step we're in now is to identify and hire a preferably design build firm, but really we're looking for somebody to kind of do some schematics, some budgeting, and then we'll do an interview process to see who's going to mesh the best with our community. And then hopefully hopefully that firm can be hired, I'm hoping, by the end of the year.
Okay.
And then we really start working on this project.
Is part of their job to identify locations for this, or do you guys have a
We have a location.
Okay.
So we identified, the fiscal court, I've worked with the governor, and so we have worked a deal, and we're purchasing a piece of land that is centrally located off Martin Luther.
Okay.
That will be on the transit line. It'll be easy for kids from downtown to get there. But it's right in between east and west side. So we spent about a year looking at property all over, especially up and down the connector. We'd go out and do some test digging, and some properties were just solid rock, and it didn't make sense. But we finally, the fiscal court has agreed to buy a piece of land, and so we're excited.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. We've been working. Even you can't really talk about those things, and so we'd get a bunch of flack. Is nobody talking about a pool? Is somebody? And we've been working on it, but because it's real estate deals and things like that, you couldn't really publicly talk about it. So we're finally to the point that, we have been working on this almost for, year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
And we're finally to a good point.
So are we talking about like that back lot of the CHR building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly good call.
Yeah.
Well, we looked and looked and looked and couldn't find anywhere, and the school system has a piece of property on the west side of town. And we were just like, it really needs to be centrally located for the whole community.
Yeah.
And so it was actually Deputy Kennedy was like, hey, what about that lot up there? So a couple of meetings with the governor and his team, and we worked some things out, and fiscal court has already agreed to pay for it. And that's been probably 6 months ago. So it's exciting.
Well, I know it won't be exactly like Falling Springs and Versailles, but I do know that is a place that people. I mean, it is a place people go, right? It is like a community, you go there and you see people right?
Yeah.
And so that's it's such an important thing for a community to have.
Yeah, so the idea is to build a pool where competition swim meets can be had, and so that's really what the school system's interested in, because they don't have school area for the teams to swim.
Right.
So, but then the other part of it is the wellness center. That could be an indoor walking track. It could be, multi-use fields. We have the senior center, who's outgrown their facility. And Marshall came to me a couple years ago and said, we'd like to be part of it. We now have the new Boys and Girls Club that needs more room. They're being located in one of our buildings there on Glens Creek Road, but they're already outgrowing it.
Is that across from the cemetery?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where the Boys and Girls Club is now. We'd like to do a mobile library, satellite library, a mobile police station. So it's a true community center.
Yeah.
But as we go to our legislators and tell them that this could be part of the state could benefit from this also with their employees. They really want nothing to do with the pool because everybody knows if you break even on a pool, you're doing good. So that's why we've come up with the idea of the pool is going to be here, wellness center here, and they'll be connected potentially with an atrium because we have been talking to some big donors, and they're either we want to focus on the pool or we want to focus on the wellness center. So it's been a process, but it's a very positive process, and we're looking forward to getting started on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can't wait to get updates. I'm sure more and more things will happen.
Absolutely.
We want it to go as fast as the Target has.
What about that? That's record speed, Kathy. I was out there yesterday. I'm amazed every time I go out there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Is there a roof on it yet? Or
not?
Yeah.
Oh, they're moving. They're
I saw lights on.
They're working on parking lot lights yesterday in the rain. I was like, wow. So the Target update, I can talk about that next. Talked to Jason Taylor. He's from here in Frankfurt, but he is working part of the development team.
Yeah.
He and I are going to meet again next week because he said he'll have some big announcements next week. But as of right now, everything's going very well. They're securing a lot of businesses that will be going in there too. There's still some talk about doing a housing portion of it, and I think that's one of the things that he's been working on. But as of today, the Target will be open by next June.
Wow.
So when you really think about timelines, and Saturday's November 1, it's not that far away. They are moving, and as I pulled in yesterday, there's local contractors, there's contractors from Michigan, Indiana, they're from all over. I think Target probably just brings a lot of their team with them, and they just travel. So but it's exciting. I think it's going to be a huge thing for Franklin County.
When you talk about an update next week, not that you want to get the jump on that, but is that talking about Target itself or maybe other businesses?
No, it's going to be other businesses. Okay. Yeah, he's hopeful there'll be some potential closings this week.
Okay.
But cool. It's still secret information. He said, let's circle back next week. Some things were put off. It was supposed to happen this week or last week. So
we can do breaking news here.
That's true. We could do that. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back next week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, you guys, you talked about the land for the pool. You guys a while ago acquired some land over off 421. Sort of, was an old golf course.
Yeah.
And there's been discussion about what that land could be, right?
Pictures. I don't know what happened to the pictures. I just remember that.
Oh. I don't know that we got them soon enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So y'all are going to you want to get some public input on that.
So on the last court, we were fortunate enough to buy some acreage there off of 421, and it's just been kind of sitting. There's been a lot of, there's been a lot of controversy. We had developers come and wanting to do an apartment complex. That didn't work out. So then we kind of pulled back and said, let's do what's best for our community. Quality of life is huge. For the fiscal court and myself. So we're finally to the point that our softball complex is off the ground. We're working on the pool, and now we can get back to the potential for the old golf course is going to be.
Okay.
So tomorrow night from 4 to 5:30 at the Health Department there on East-West Connector and Glens Creek Road is we're going to have kind of an open house town hall. We just want to hear from people. We do have a master plan that the fiscal court did many years ago, but it basically said that our Lakeview Park wasn't big enough for all of our programs,
right,
and we needed more land.
Yeah.
So now we have more land. So we just need to identify what's going to work well where,
Yeah.
and really what the community is looking for. We know that the number one thing right now is that indoor pool. We know that.
Yeah.
We've known that. But then after that, we have a big gap for, soccer and there's some other things. I mean,
Yeah.
cricket. I mean, we have a big Indian population.
But it's also
here, so-
tough. I mean, it's not like that is a flat piece of land.
No, it's
either.
not. It's not.
There's a lot of topography on,
Yeah.
on
That
the
is
golf
correct.
course,
Yes.
right? Especially
Yes.
that one. So
Yeah.
not everything will fit without maybe some, moving dirt around. if
That's
you need to.
exactly right. So
Yeah.
that's kind of, and the Parks Committee has spent a little bit of time out there last month, kind of walking the whole site, trying to just kind of talk about what programs are still lacking in our community. Really what we're looking to do is to build things that no one else has around here.
Yeah.
Everybody can say, let's build some pickleballs or let's build tennis or everybody has those. So we're kind of looking for some unique things that could be put out there that could draw people from all over. Not just here. So that's,
Cool.
but
So
you're
are-
right, the topography is tough.
So recap, town hall is when?
Tomorrow,
Where?
from 4 to 5:30 at the Health Department building.
Okay.
Yep.
Glens Creek.
Glens Creek
All right.
and East-West Connector. I think it's 851 East-West Connector if you put it in your Google thing there. But
Yeah.
they have a new facility there. They just rebuilt their whole place there, so they have a nice little
Oh,
conference
nice.
room. Yeah,
Okay.
it seats a lot.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, I'm being told we do have some pictures.
Oh, we do?
So let's call for them. Hello, and we're not sure what's what. So
Well,
what's
this is actually the softball complex at Lakeview
Okay,
Park.
cool.
So very proud of the court to move this forward. It makes good sense locally and regionally. We have created the new sports commission, and that's going very well. They've already hired an attorney. They're doing their bylaws, and they just released the RFP last week or this week for they're looking to hire a sports management company to run all sports in Franklin County.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's kind of like E-Town works. I think everybody knows. I mean, county government's great, but it's not really.
It's a whole different.
It's a different
business.
thing. You have to really be tied in to tournaments all over the country
Yeah.
and things like that. So
Yeah.
the idea with the softball complex is, Monday through Thursday, it's going to be available for local sports.
Okay.
And then on the weekends, it's going to be held for tournaments.
Okay.
The return on investment in the first year just for those weekend sports is over $11 million. So I think it's going to be a huge difference. They're
And that's
talking-
impact to the community.
to
not
the
just in
community,
the-
correct? Yeah, it won't come back to our
Right,
budget.
sure.
It's to the community. It's hotels, restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exciting. It's they're talking 700-800 people a weekend.
Yeah.
into
Well,
our
I've been in
community.
E-Town in some of those tournaments, and
Yeah.
there's the people there.
It's,
Yeah.
They're
it's,
all
a, it's a
over.
big deal. It's a
Yeah.
big deal. So,
Yeah.
but we're also looking to, I know the parents and volunteers have been taking over for the last 2 years to local sports. And so I think they're ready to kind of turn that over
Yeah.
if possible. So that's one of the things that the Sports Commission is looking at as far
Okay.
as being able to do that for the community. But the pictures that were up there are what's happening right now. They've been pouring footers. They've been doing all the infrastructure work. They spent, I think, 2 months moving soil.
Yeah,
It's been a lot of dirt work. They finally have the poles up for. That's another picture. That's of something else, but they have the poles up for the backstop netting and all that. So that's going
Yeah.
really well. So we're finally getting to the point people can start seeing some things there.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, the
What
picture
was-
that
what
was
was that
just
picture?
up there is the new housing complex that's going on 421.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we are going to be doing a groundbreaking on that, hopefully in the next week or two.
Okay.
They wanted to go ahead and get some of their earthwork done first, but that's going to be kind of another very nice apartment complex with a pool, amenities, things
Where
like
is
that.
that on 421?
It's if you're leaving town and you go past, say, let's Toyota, Good Shepherd, Governor's Place, is that you start going down the hill. It's on the left-hand side there.
Okay. Before you get to all the Duckers and
Yes,
that
but
area.
before that, yes.
Right. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. So, so yeah, that's exciting. So, everyone knows housing's a big issue.
Yeah.
And so we actually have, I think, about 860 on the books right now, which is, but Franklin County is the worst in the state for housing.
Yeah.
KHC, Kentucky Housing Corporation, did a study just last year, and we're 4,500 units short in Frankfurt. So
that's how you have to grow. You got to. If you build, isn't that what it is? If you build it, they will come.
That's exactly right. So we're excited about that, and we need all types of housing.
I want us to grow, but I don't want anybody to bunk in with me.
I think we have one more picture.
Well, that's just of the Target right there.
Okay.
That's as of yesterday. I went over there and kind of look around. So that's what it looks like as of today. But like I said, they were in the parking lots drilling for light poles, and they're moving. So I think the biggest thing for that project right there was getting it roughed in before winter hits. So now that it's under roof and everything,
they can do all the other stuff.
They can do all this other stuff, you know. So
nice.
Yeah, it's exciting. So y'all have any questions for me about anything? I'm an open book.
So.
I'm easy.
Are you got a costume for Friday night, or
no?
You're not going.
You know, my wife likes Halloween. I've never really been a big fan. I don't know why. It's not like anything traumatic happened when I was a kid. You know, it's just I don't know. It's all good.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. So it's all good. So. But again, anytime y'all have anything or want me to come and talk about anything, I'm happy to. Like I said, I'm proud of the fiscal court and everything that we're doing. We have an amazing team.
Yeah.
And
recognize
it's great.
one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's a lot of positive things going on in our community right now.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to come.
Absolutely.
Spend a morning with us.
Absolutely.
And you know, don't be a stranger. We're here. We'll talk about the next things.
You can come back Friday in costume if you want. We'll have the mayor here.
Yeah.
And he's gonna, we're gonna talk him into.
He was texting with me a minute ago, so I'll let him know about his costume thing.
Monster mayor.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you really see that happening? Do you really see that
Fingers
happening?
Crossed.
The control room is asking for an update on Long John's. Is that something that you?
What?
I don't know. The Long John's. I don't know if that's Long John Silver's. Is there
Long John?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. You're not in that. Is it opening by Target maybe?
Potentially.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's one
under
of the
wraps.
Things, that's one of the things Jason and I are going to meet on. As far as I asked him yesterday, I said, I know there's a lot of people that have already committed, and so I would like to know that so we can share that. But then he said he has hopefully a big announcement in addition to that. So hopefully next week we can get that out and share with everybody as far as of whatever date that is who's committed to that area. I do know that there's some things that they're still working on, but he did make the comment when we met a couple weeks ago that it's moving a lot faster than they thought it was going to.
That's good.
Like they're already looking at phase 2, which is huge. And that's something they weren't even going to look at until everything was built out.
Right. Yeah.
But now there's interest from other developers on phase 2. So it potentially is all going to happen at one time, which is an amazing thing.
I've got a game.
Oh, really? Sweet. I like games.
So everybody in Frankfurt's heard rumors about what's coming. We say it and just look at you and see your reaction.
That's not fair.
I'm happy to come back on.
Chipotle?
I'm happy to come back on. There's potential.
Texas Roadhouse?
There's that. Well, you don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Cool your jets, people. There's stuff going on.
Yep. So, but yeah, we'll be happy. The
BJ's? That's official, right?
I don't know. I don't know. We can't say things that are not true.
Again, unofficial. We're just throwing things out.
So our question of the day, real quick before I let you go, Judge, do you prefer a cozy atmosphere or a spooky atmosphere?
I'd probably say cozy.
Yeah, he said he's not much on Halloween.
I'm not big on Halloween, I mean, I grew up going to the haunted houses and all that, and it still amazes me. A friend of mine years ago in college, they did a paper on the little pop-up Halloween shops. And the amount of money that people spend.
Yeah.
And so there's
a reason they come.
There was actually somebody in his class that did a research paper and it identified somewhere in Arizona that didn't have one yet.
Yeah.
So this kid literally went to Arizona and opened one up and became a millionaire like within a year or two.
Wow.
I mean, it is unbelievable what people spend on Halloween. It's mind-boggling.
Have you seen the SNL skit about Spirit Halloween? It talks about, this town's dying, all these buildings are empty, but we're here for you.
For 2 months.
Not even. Not even.
Yeah. And then that's the Spirit Halloween.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, Judge. We're gonna check in on weather. It's been raining, chilly, but we'll see what the forecast has in store with us as we check in with ABC 36 Storm Team meteorologist Ashley Cade.